have to show you, it appears we have visitors in the backyard. Let's see if I can get this to zoom in here. Fortunately, there's nothing out there that I'm growing at the moment that is a problem. They look young, maybe. Oh my goodness, is he gonna jump the fence? You gonna jump the fence? Eat the weeds. Eat the gold dust of Cuba, because I hate those things. Get rid of them. Oh my goodness. What you gonna do? You gonna jump? You gonna go to my wood pile? Where are you going? Where are you going there? Yeah, my neighbor's got better things to eat. Whoop! There goes one. You gonna jump too? Yeah, she's got more interesting things to eat. There they go. Avery, there were deer outside. There were deer outside. You want to go see? You want to go see the deer? Oh boy. I don't mind letting her out now that they're out of the yard. I didn't want to. Hey. Settle down. Settle down. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy, where did those deer go? Where did they go? Oh, it's getting cold. It's colder out now than it was early this morning. It's ridiculous. Do you smell them? Do you smell them? Were they around? It's so funny. I don't even know where they went to. They jumped and, oh, who knows. Oh, there they are. They're back. They're way back in my neighbor's back here. She doesn't even see them. They're way back there. You can barely see them. Avery, you don't even see them. They're back there. They're in Sylvia's yard. How funny. Yeah, it feels like the temperature has already dropped out here. It was like 60 or so this morning, and it's supposed to get progressively cooler and then maybe snow tonight. Because it was warm before. It was like, oh my God, yeah. Now it's like, yeah, it's down to the 50s, low 50s again. How weird. I'm going back in. Do you want to come? You want to come back in? All right, she can stay out for a little bit. Later on, I think I dressed too cool. I'm gonna have to change my clothes. Oh yeah, it feels better in here now. I want to go see the river later because it's supposed to be at minor flood stage. And this morning I dressed in this outfit. Let's see if you can see it. You might not be able to see it here. I got my leggings and I got this from ModCloth. It's very cute, but it's better for warmer weather. And it's not very warm out there anymore. And I'm going to want to put on jeans and my boots to walk down to the river anyway. So, yeah. All right. There's Avery tootling around the backyard. Check in later. I am back from... Sorry about that. And I'm just, I'm feeling better than I was yesterday. Let's put a light on here. It's kind of dark. But, yeah, I don't know whether it's the weather, probably any number of things. But I'm still not feeling really great. So last night, I didn't go to sleep early, but I got in bed really early, and I think I'll probably do that again tonight. And right now, I'm going to make myself a little pot of ginger tea. Now, I don't know what different herbalists think, but there's something to the effect of boiling roots to get the medicinal properties out of them. So rather than I do sometimes take my ginger and just pour boiling water over it and let it set for a long time. But I know, at least as far as the taste goes, it's a lot more potent when I actually boil the ginger. And sometimes if I have fresh turmeric, I'll do turmeric ginger, and I'll put a little black pepper and cinnamon and cardamom in it. But right now I'm not, well, I don't have fresh turmeric. I'd need to go to the Indian grocery to get that, because my natural foods grocery didn't have it. Well, they do have it sometimes, but so I just, the recipes that I have seen say to bring the ginger to a boil and let it boil for 15 minutes, and then turn it off, and then let it sit for 15 minutes with the lid on it, and then strain it. So the ginger tea I made yesterday was pretty weak because I was lazy and I did not boil it. But today I'm going to boil it because I'm back from my errands, and it was sprinkling on my way back, so I'm not sure. I really should get Avery out for her walk. I'll see how I feel after I have my ginger tea. I did drive by the river, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. So yeah, let me finish one thought at a time, Therese, one thought at a time. It's the Bannock Drift, and someday I'll tell you about the Bannock Drift. So anyway, so I'm making some ginger tea, so I'm feeling a little bit better. My back's still a little bit meh, but not as bad as yesterday. I'm wondering if I'm just sitting in weird positions, and it's cold, and you know, all the other components that could contribute to that. So I'm going to let this set here, and I'm going to get my heating pad, which I'm still using. And we're going to go downstairs. I did start a fire because it's in the 40s out now, I'm pretty sure. Oh, the fire's not wanting to get going very quickly, so I'm going to have to sort of nurture it a bit. Oh, yes. So, let's see, what is the temperature outside? Oh, Avery. Yeah, I know we haven't been out for a walk, although she has been tootling around the backyard a few times, especially when I went out and brought some wood in. Let's see, right now it is... I have become such a weather nerd since moving to the East Coast, because generally weather was a lot more placid out in California, except when storms came here. It seems like there's just a lot more variation. Well, it could be anywhere between 46 and 49 right now. And let's see, what does it say? Going down to 33 tonight. So it'll be a little chilly tonight, but tomorrow's supposed to be nicer. Sunny, mostly sunny. Still a little cool, but sunny. And Tuesday they're saying a 40% chance of frozen mix in the evening. So yeah, I got my I got a couple of returns out. I got my new boots, the red boots that were the wrong size. I got the old ones sent out, and I did get the new ones, and actually, you know, I'm going to keep them because they're really heavy duty, and I thought, well, one could be my dress pair of rain/snow boots, and one could be my grubby pair, because I've needed some for a long time, and probably even just to use them out in the garden when things are like pretty muddy, because I've like messed up a lot of shoes doing that. The fire just doesn't want to get going. I need more kindling. Oh well, it'll go eventually. So this afternoon we may go down. Yeah, so I went down. I drove down to the river when I was out instead of. I mean, we still may walk down there, but I wanted to see. I was too curious. I had to go down and see, and it's pretty high. It's not covering up the park or anything like that. but it's definitely over 9 feet. And it's always impressive to see it like that. So we may go down later, depending on how I feel. If I feel up to doing the walk. I'm just tired, and I'm trying to pay attention to the signs and symbols, and just keep in mind the question of how do I put this? How do I just build some kind of balance, achieve. That's the word I was looking for. Can you believe it? I couldn't remember the word achieve. How do I achieve balance in my life? And then the question that I asked this morning with my cards was, how do I motivate myself to do the things that will help me achieve or create this balance? Because I kind of know what I need to do, but the trickier part is motivating myself. And the lack of motivation, I believe, is still stemming from a sort of low-level chronic depression. And an interesting thing came up. I don't think I mentioned it in my little video yesterday. An interesting thing came up in my counseling when we were talking about online dating or meeting people and things like that. And I was analyzing a situation. I was analyzing some correspondence I got from somebody. And my counselor said, she said, you can't analyze your way through this. And she suggested that part of the reason why I get so analytical is to be able to write things off. You know, if I can't know it, if I can't know what's going to happen, then it's like, the deal's off. I'm not even going to bother. And what she suggested was that I'm dealing with hopelessness. And I've never thought of it that way. I've always just thought of it as depression, but really there is a sense of hopelessness. There is a sense of good things don't happen to me. They never happen to me. They happen to other people. Astrology and tarot work for other people. They're really not going to work for me. Herbs work for other people. They're really not going to work for me. And this is a very long-standing habit that I have, that I think goes way back, and maybe it's pre-birth, I don't know, where I just kind of feel like it's not that I feel like it's not worth trying, because there are things that I do that I know what the result is, because it is a skill that I've developed, and I can do it. Now, I mean, and this probably even ties into the reason why I don't, well, there's more reasons than one, but one of the reasons why I have been refraining from submitting artwork to juried shows. Part of it is because I question juried shows already. It is a dynamic that I have issues with it for different reasons. But part of it is because I feel like, my stuff's just not going to get chosen. My stuff's never going to be quite good enough. Which isn't true, because I have had stuff chosen in the past. So it's interesting. So I asked the question today, how do I motivate myself to do the things I need to do to create balance? Because I think creating balance will also help it won't help entirely alleviate the hopelessness, because the hopelessness is a mental habit, but it will sort of counter it a little bit, because it will create a better environment for me mentally and physically. And So I got the 7 of Cups for my, the first card, which is, I can kind of see that, and it's crossed by the King of Clubs. And then in the recent, the past is 6 of Coins and Death, and then I don't really like the, I see I need my cheat sheets. And, and I go through it with the cheat sheets, but I also look at it and say, okay, what is this? What does this represent to me personally? So, what lies above, which is the 10 of Clubs, the, oh God, responsibilities, burdens, heaviness, depression. No, great, that's what I want. What lies before. In the future, I've got the 9 of Swords, which actually, they are pretty representative of that hopelessness now that I'm looking at this and thinking about it. Okay, so that is kind of like what, it's certainly what I'm dealing with. And I know that it's not going to just, go away. Now we've got the 8 of Coins in the number 7 spot. Any of you who do tarot regularly are probably amused. The outside environment, another's point of view, another's, oh no, that's the 7. As you are, as you could be, as you present yourself. So we've got the 8 of Coins, that very, productive, working, craftsman kind of guy there. And I can see that as me, because I put out a lot of effort. Now, for the outside environment, another's point of view, another's expectations, me as others see me, we've got the Magician. So there's a lot of potential there. And then hopes and fears, Queen of Coins. Yeah, it's what I hope for, and it's what I also fear, what's going to happen if that happens. And then for the outcome, I've got the Chariot, which is very interesting. So I'm kind of seeing this as, I don't know, kind of a, I get the sense of just, I have to jumpstart myself. Because I have, I won't say I've slacked off, because I don't ever truly slack off. Although I have been advised this year to not worry. That's not do anything. It's just not worry about my physical, environmental, my home well-being. That's set. Let's study. Let's explore. Oh, gotta be right back. That was just my my ginger tea finally coming to a boil. So I'll wrap this up and then I'll go turn it off and let it set. Yeah. I can definitely see how reading the cards is a skill that develops over a very long period of time. Yeah. So anyway, so for today, I will wrap this up and get this put up. Well, I don't know. This may be the end of it if we don't go for a walk. If we do go for a walk, then I'll show you the river. But anyway, I just wanted to, for the people who are very kindly concerned about me from my yesterday's video, to let you know I'm doing okay. I'm not 100%, but I'm all right. But as a menopausal 57-year-old, I have my ups and downs. Another one of the things that I'm working on to nourish and nurture myself. All right, talk to you later. Oh, where are you going? So usually there's an equal amount of steps down that way. So that's how I gauge. I can see a bunch of debris floating out there. Want to go this way? Let's go this way. Come on. Let's go see. Whee! Doing the Avery Spin. All right. There's still a few piles of snow in the parking lot. Here, this way. Let's go see over here. Come on. Oh, I should have gone to show you where that bench was. I bet the water's close to where I pointed out that bench the other day. That's all right. We're just going to stick to here. Oops. Oh, I don't think we want to do the river walk today, do we, Avery? Maybe we do, I don't know. Feels awfully ambitious.